What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, back with another Jupiter in the Sign video. So, today we're going to be discussing Jupiter in the sign of Virgo. But first, we're going to break down Jupiter and what Jupiter is all about. So, Jupiter is the planet of expansion, it's about spirituality, higher learning, anything that has to do with philosophical knowledge and obtaining the knowledge. Jupiter is about opportunity, being optimistic. It's about our blessings, reaping the rewards at the end of the day. And Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. So now Virgo. Virgo is a very practical sign. They love to be organized. They love structure. They love to do mundane things. Day-to-day routine is their thing. They really want everything to be a certain kind of way in the home and outside the home. Okay? Want to be financially stable. They want that security. They are very intelligent and they're all about communicating with people out into the world. So now, Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury is all about communication, connecting with people on that level, getting the information out to people. So, in the natal birth chart, Virgo rules over the sixth house. The sixth house has to do with day-to-day routine. It has to do with your health. It has to do with what you put inside your body, what you like to eat. A lot of times these people are very cautious about what they put inside their bodies. And also the sixth house has to do with just running around, just getting shit done day to day, making sure things is planned out to a T. So now let's jump right into this. Jupiter in the sign of Virgo. So now Jupiter and Virgo, men and women, these people in their past life really had a eye and a detailed thing for being a perfectionist. Anything that they wanted to do, they wanted to perfect it. Okay, they could have been leaders, they could have been teachers, they could have had businesses, and they really wanted to perfect this art, perfect this craft in their past life. So now they come into this life and they really still have these same traits. So now anytime Jupiter is going to be in a sign, it's going to expand this sign 10 times more, the traits and characteristics. So these women and men are going to be very practical day to day. They're going to want things to be in order, stability. These people do have a tendency to overthink, analyze everything down to a T. Okay, these are these type of people. These people do not know how not to do this. Okay, they want to seek out the truth, learn as much things that they can, have enough knowledge under their belt. Okay, these are the type of people that can be very good at researching, pulling up information from the bottom, bringing it up to the top, bringing it to light, bringing it to the surface. These people definitely want to explore as far as their mind and your mind also. They really want to know what's going on. Okay, the thing with this placement, Jupiter in Virgo, as far as it comes to spirituality or even religion, they can struggle just a little bit with this because they're so practical. They look for facts, okay, very calculative. They're very good with mathematics, even scientific matters. So as far as the spiritual aspects come into play, these people can struggle with it because they feel like they need to be proven what is being said, and it needs to add up. It has to make sense. You have to make it make sense to them in order for them to be able to fully grasp and understand the information that's being presented in front of them. So now, these people really just want to connect with people and be able to communicate. Okay, so if they are teachers or leaders, these women and men are going to be critical, very critical with their students or anybody that's up under them or around them. They like the order, they like the structure, so they can at times make you feel a way as if you're downplaying them or shunning them or telling them what to do, telling you how you could have done it better, you know. So it's really that critical nature that they hold within inside themselves, but they also do this with themselves. So anything that they do, they may have taught their students and taught people out in the world, okay? And these people will think to themselves that it could have been done better. They missed some information. These are definitely the type of people that will write down lists, write down a whole criteria, and then go back and rewrite it again, rewrite it again, because it's all about perfecting the craft. It's all about being a perfectionist, being perfect. Okay, these people know that they are not perfect, and they know people are not perfect, but they still want to get as close to perfect as they can. So, what Jupiter wants to do with them is draw out and pull out the spiritual side to them. They want to draw it out of them. These people are very realistic, okay? They're the opposite sign of Pisces, where Pisces is more unrealistic and they just have ideals on how they want things to go and how they want things to be. But Virgo, sign in general, they really want, um, what's the word? They really want to know that this is what it is. They don't want to think that it might be. They want to know for sure. So this is why it can be a conflict in this placement, because Jupiter is all about higher knowledge and spirituality, where Virgo is all about knowledge but practicality. Okay, they're very practical. Okay, intellectuals, very intelligent. These people, they know several things and several topics, but they really are more drawn towards day to day things opposed to the more spiritual side, the more spiritual realm. These people can be drawn to that, because you have to remember that their opposite sign is Pisces, where they are very much inclined to that. So the opposite signs can really draw from one another and still pick up on those vibes and energy. But with Virgo, Virgo's going to analyze any information that's being presented to them. Okay, these are the type of people that can have PhDs, degrees. Okay, they could be nurses, they can be doctors. They're all about being of service. So what Jupiter is going to do in this placement, Jupiter is going to bless these people in the areas of the Virgo field. So if they decide that they want to be nurses or even lawyers, okay, detectives, if they want to be healers, spiritual healers, or just what else? Gurus. They can also be gurus, spiritual leaders, or just leaders standing up for people's rights. Either or, what Jupiter is going to do is expand this area of life, open up the door for them, give them that opportunity for them to be able to perform as well as they want to be. The only thing that these people do need to just take into mind, into consideration, is just that no matter what they do, they don't have to always seek out being perfect at it, because in anything that you do, people are going to fall short, so that the next time you can do it better. Okay, so their karma really stems from in their past life wanting to perfect anything that they have done, wanting everything to be in structured order, wanting things to be in place, and wanting to be recognized for the shit that they do. Okay, they want it to be perfect, but they want you to think it was perfect too. And a lot of times, this is an ongoing cycle within their minds that they need to have things intact, have it well put together. Okay, now in a relationship, these people can be critical on their partners. Like I said before, very, very critical sign. They're critical to themselves. They do not like criticism back in return, okay, because they already criticized themselves. And that's going to make them feel uneasy, make them feel away because they don't want to hear that from you. Even though they could dish it out, they really don't want to feel it because they really can't really deal with it like how easy it is for them to just do it. If you know what I mean. You could dish it, but you can't take it. These are these people. But it could definitely make them feel a whole way on so many different levels because their aim, their goal is to perfect anything that they put their minds to, anything that they decide they want to do. So, if these women and men are a businessman or woman, which they can very well have their own business and be entrepreneurs, they're very calculative, okay? They calculate things down all the way down to a thing, okay? Very good at pulling things apart and putting it back together, solving problems. They're very good at analyzing and just getting down to the depth of the situation, okay? This sign is very detached, okay, and that's exactly why it is difficult for them to be inclined as much as Pisces is to the spiritual realm because they are very much like skeptics. They're very skeptical, okay. They're going to question everything. They want to know, they're very inquisitive. So if you're going to tell them or present something to them about a religion or a spiritual faith, these people are definitely going to have their doubts about it. They're going to have their opinions about it too. They're going to want to know all of the facts, okay? And they're also going to go and look up everything that you said to them. They're going to look it up for themselves to know for sure that this is true and connect the dots. So they're very good at solving problems, at very good at solving problems anytime it arises, okay? In their life, in their jobs, their careers, any all that aspect, these people are excellent, okay? Like I said, they can be private investigators, agents and shit like that, okay? They get down to the bottom of shit, and it's almost like the world, the universe, just reveals things to them. So these people can notice things from the outer, okay? Just like almost at a glance. If you move this way, you move that way, it's not matching up with what's coming out your mouth. These people pick up on outside criteria energy, okay? So these people are very good at pinpointing what is really going on the outside, where Pisces is good at knowing what's going on in the inside and your soul, seeing through you. These people can see everything as far as your movements and how things are playing out on the outside level. What else can I say about Jupiter in Virgo? These people definitely can very well just really lean towards having a little bit more faith, having a little bit more belief, okay, in their day to day life. A lot of times these people can get very worried. They can get even discouraged. They can put themselves in a little depressive area at times when things don't turn out as perfect as they would have wanted it to go. So these women and men do need to exercise the faith a little bit more and just know that everything can work out for their better good. All they have to do is just meditate, okay, and release all stress that's going on in their mind and just breathe. Just allow that alone time for them to just grasp, okay, every bit of information that's going on and that they don't get overwhelmed. This placement can have a tendency of overthinking and overthinking, overanalyzing, going back and forth in their minds on how things could have went better. And this is just big with this placement because they really want shit to be perfect. Okay, these are the type of people that if you go to their house are gonna be very tidy. It's going to be very well put together, very clean. You know, with the sign of Virgo in general, they're all about godliness and cleanliness. So, with that being said, they want things to be presentable out. They want people to come and enjoy themselves at their homes and just be able to really kick back and relax. And that's exactly what these people need to do also, because even though they're prepping and doing this for people, they need to also do it for themselves. Okay, so they do need to have a little bit more faith in believing in the higher power, believing in spirituality, that God and everything that goes around, they need to be a little bit more inclined to that, because with this placement, these people very well really need to know the bitter facts on things. So with them, they're very good at looking shit up. So they ain't gonna really have too much of a problem with being able to get into that. It's just the whole point of being drawn to getting into it. Okay, so could very well put yourself around a lot of people, and a lot of times they may even encounter a lot of people that are inclined to the more spiritual, which will definitely draw them and pull them towards it. Okay, so this is all I'm going to say right now for the Jupiter and Virgo men and women. In future videos to come, I will be going more into depth, and I will be breaking down the Jupiter and woman and her husband, because it does show her husband and the type of man that she will actually have as far as a husband in her life. So now, be sure to check out my online store. It is www.grimeygear.com. If you need a caterer, be sure to hit me up at supremeroyalcatering@gmail.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, business, or swimming pool, be sure to hit him up at aronnesbitt90@gmail.com. I'm going to have everything in the description. If you need that information, you could click on it, hit us up, and we got you. So, this has been a Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. See y'all on the next one.